But the statement I want you to argue is this. Doctor Who is rubbish. First up, it's Rufus Hound.
Yeah, that's right. Doctor Who is rubbish. It may sound like a hard thing to argue, what with it being universally feted as one of the finest examples of science fiction. But all science fiction is terrible. Being the best science fiction franchise is like being the best Westlife tribute act. All right, you're the best at it, but it's nothing to be proud of. So, understand, Doctor Who isn't just rubbish, it's the king of rubbish, the bummy cherry on a shitty cake. And that is typically British. When Americans invent a superhero, he's a man of steel. When the Russians reinvent themselves as superheroes, they're men of steel. When the British invent a superhero, we get a 900-year-old doctor with a penchant for tweed and a noisy screwdriver. And what does this decrepit old man do with his powers? Bundle 18-year-old girls into a phone box. It's bigger on the inside. Now, strip down to your bra and pants. I'm not sure about this. Trust me, I'm a doctor. See, what we want is stories, and all the great stories can be summarised in a single sentence. Robinson Crusoe. Shipwreck victim has racial awakening before rescue. Canterbury Tales. 25 people on a Kentish package holiday have a chat. The Bible. Magic carpenter says love each other, then dies. Or does he? Whereas 4 series into the new Doctor Who, and the nearest you get to brevity is this. Doctor and Rose fall in love, but war between Daleks and Cybermen hurls Rose into parallel universe. Heartbroken Doctor then winds up meeting another son of Gallifrey who attempts to rule the Earth by importing souls from the end of all time, only to have the citizens of Earth shatter the spell by collectively all thinking of the Doctor at the same time. I mean, reverse is what happened and no one remembers. Apart from Catherine Tate, who pitches up and helps the Doctor smash the Daleks' planetary supercomputer, bitch slap Davros, clone the Doctor so that he and Rose can live happily ever after, and he has memories of her, so is erased for Catherine Tate, leaving the Doctor fly about the dark pockets of space alone once more. Doctor Who is complicated, it's pointless. And considering the Doctor has 2 hearts beating in just one time, together forever, till the end of time, it's clearly also for Fil Collins. So, in many ways, a vote for the red team marks you out as a fan of Fil Collins. Everybody else, let's call them good people, will realise that Doctor Who is rubbish and should vote for the blue team. Thank you.
Well done. Next up, opposing Rufus but supporting Doctor Who, it's Ardal O'Hэнlon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am upset and angry. I might not look it, but trust me, inside I'm hopping mad like an angry hen because it pains me to hear a man called Rufus say that Doctor Who is rubbish. A man who looks and sounds exactly like a Doctor Who villain. Doesn't he? Doctor Who is not just the greatest TV show ever made in the history of television. It is so much more than that. For example, it provides employment to Welsh people, and that's not a bad thing, is it? It keeps them in Wales for a start, and it keeps them out of harm's way. There's a little Welsh person in there at the moment. Hello. Yes, hello. Now, one of the reasons why Doctor Who is not rubbish, without Doctor Who, without this fantastic programme, and we've seen so many incarnations of Doctor Who over the year, without Doctor Who, the world would have been destroyed many times over, wouldn't it? Now, I know you might argue, Rufus might argue, that it is merely fiction. But consider this. What if there are aliens, and they happen to see Doctor Who? They don't know it's fiction, do they? No. I don't think so. They're not versed in our storytelling ways or our human television conventions. They don't know about that. They're going to think twice before launching an attack, aren't they? So it's not just great telly, it's a potential deterrent against alien invasion. Ladies and gentlemen, it is also wholesome family entertainment. I know a lot of television is rubbish. I know the Doctor Who spin-offs are rubbish, and that the fella, John Sillyman, he's rubbish, but... and he should be tranquilised immediately for his own good. But, ladies and gentlemen, Doctor Who is not rubbish. It's got the best theme tune of all time, hasn't it? It's even better than that, but it's sadly unhummable by a human mouth. And it is also the only song ever written for the wind and a door slightly ajar. And that's rare. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I've convinced you that Doctor Who is far from being rubbish, but in fact it is very, very good. It is great. Surveys have shown time and time again that people who watch Doctor Who are healthy, well-adjusted people with very good skin and lots of friends. Whereas people who don't watch Doctor Who, who think Doctor Who is rubbish, tend to be very bitter people who grow resentful little goatees and copious amounts of ass hair. So, ladies and gentlemen, please believe me when I tell you that Doctor Who is not rubbish.
Mark and Marcus, do you want to say anything in support of your teammates?
You talked about the theme tune. It's brilliant. Only that theme tune, that powerful theme tune, could mean that Doctor Who could get away with some of the crap beginnings they've done. Dun 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 dun. So excited, cut to a shot of Swindon, no one minds. Genius.
Thank you all. So, is Doctor Who rubbish? Once again, the studio audience will decide who made the best case. It's a red card for Marcus and Ardal, and a blue one for Rufus and Mark. Vote now. I can now tell you, it looks like a win for the Blues. Well done, Rufus and Mark.
Yeah. Recount! Recount! That was never a victory for the Blues.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
All right, just settle and enjoy it. Okay.
That's horseshit. Hound's a cheat and a liar. Roll your bloody sleeve up.
No.
Roll your sleeve up.
No.
I think now we've won the vote, you should probably show them.
Won the bloody vote. I've never seen anything like it. What deceit. This is what we're dealing with, everybody.
I actually have a Dalek tattooed on my arm. I bloody love Doctor Who. How can you bastards have voted for that? It was a lacklustre argument at best. It teaches us how to love and recognise our shared humanity.
It's all right, mate.
All right, now
That's
look,
politics.
steady on there, Rufus. Let's not get too emotional.
I just hope a roundabout Star Trek doesn't come off or I have to take my trousers off.
Show me a Klingon.